Hello buddy, welcome back to Brandon's channel. My name is Gaming and welcome back to a brand new Formula 1 video on the channel. Today we're playing the brand new Formula 1 game, F1 2022 Champions Edition. So I got 3 days early access so I could record a lot more videos, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, here we are selecting the entry point of our new team. And newcomer is what I chose because that's what we usually do. Skipping ahead from the settings, we use my team icons too because I got the Champions Edition. And now we're starting the career.
Welcome to my team. Here you'll experience the world of Formula 1, not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's create your driver.
Anyways, here we speed up the process of me making our, driver. So I pretty much did it's the same thing as last year's on F1 2021. Same avatar, same name, same country, same. I looked through same audio, name, same number, and here we are picking the helmet. I did pick and choose like a few of them because I changed like the color a few times. Here I just checked the Miami, pre-order pack. But yeah, here I decided to mess around with the helmets a little bit because I don't have a lot of designs for now. So then for now, I just decided to mess around with the ones I have. I'll probably buy some later, but right now in the shop, as I remember, there wasn't any. I'll check today while I'm editing at least. But here we are, in my team. So as you guys just saw, we chose newcomer, which means that you have like nothing. You have like very little money, no facilities. So the 3 levels that you saw in the menu is like the new thing in this game: newcomer, midfield, or title contender. Title contender, you already have like spec 2 factories, not factories, facilities. But yeah, here we are, and choosing the teams is also going to be the same as last year. Then I did a bit of pick and choosing because at first I did something, but then it didn't really work out. So because of that, I chose like different sponsors. I tried different engines. The teammate stayed the same, but as you can see, I ran for the Renault here because it was cheap. Because I went for a cheap sponsor. But now I chose after this. I chose a different sponsor, and this is what I got in the end.
Can afford this power unit.
So yeah, once again, like last year, we went for the Mercedes engine. As you can see, we have Echo, this main sponsor. At least that's what I kept from my knowledge. As we can see here, we kept.
Sorry, boss.
Did we? No, yeah, we discarded. Yeah, so we kept the Mercedes engine, then took them as our teammate. And then here I messed around with deliveries again. Not very many selections because it's of course early times. But here is delivery I went with. I went for personal stickers. Didn't find anything particularly interesting or the thing that I wanted. So then I decided just not to add anything because, I don't like any, so I don't have to.
Last but
So
not
then
least,
now that
our
our
brand,
livery,
our badge,
driver, and, all the basic stuff is done, now we just have one more thing to do, which is the team logo, which is going to stay the same as last year's, which is the arrow, impact logo. And I think the colors are inverted this year. I don't exactly remember, but this is what I'm going with, the same color as our livery. And that is it. And then for the team colors, we just did the usual lime green or green screen green, black, and then white. Because that's, I don't know, because the sponsors are white, the livery is black and white. So I'm not black and white, black and green. So yeah.
But if you're ready to go,
because it just looks good for me. I don't know why. I just like the color scheme.
Push to the top of Formula 1.
But now that with that over, here we can see the new facilities. Wow, that is different. Oh, there's 4 different buildings, probably the 4 different departments in this game. The aero chassis,
Hello,
power,
folks,
and
welcome
durability.
to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula One's newest team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome a new team onto the grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here, and with them, the start of the next era of Formula One. The 2022 season ushers in a change of direction to the regulations aimed at promoting closer racing, with new aero additions in the form of swooping front and rear wings, along with the new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres that will push tyre technology to the limit. So then, the question remains as to whether this team can grasp the opportunity before them with both hands and lead the charge against the rest of the paddock. We'll find out soon enough, as the new season is just about to begin. But first, let's see the unveiling of the team's car and meet the owner of the brand new Formula One team. Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport.
Well, yeah, now that
changed
the
enormously
intro sequence
in
is
recent
finished,
years. How are you going
now
to
we get
handle the
to help
responsibilities of both
boost the morale of our
managing and driving
departments,
for a
and
Formula
at the
One
end choose which Spec 1
Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's
facility
clear
that
they're
we're gonna
excited
get.
to have
So I
signed
try
with
to
you.
balance it
Tell
out.
me,
I'm
what is
trying to
it
get
you think
every
they bring to the team?
department in on this, so that I can get a balanced in
So you've
morale.
obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there?
So here I'm just choosing what's suited for so I'm
Most
just
of the
trying
other
not to
teams
overlap
can boast
which
years of
departments get
experience in
noticed
Formula
pretty
One.
much.
Where do you see
And
the
since I didn't find
opportunities
any
to make those
durability,
vital
the
performance
Spec
gains you
1
need
facility
to put you
became
within
the one
reach of
with
the other?
the durability
Ultimately,
apartment.
your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles? And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here
Yep,
at
cover
your
to
headquarters,
Teachers Gold Star. I
with
just
such an
went to the
important
department because
deadline
that's the
coming
only one
up,
that I did
who's
not
getting
boost the
that
morale of
coveted
until now.
Teachers Gold Star?
I tried to do it
Which
differently
group
because
do
maybe
you feel
durability
the most proud of right now?
wasn't maybe something I should do. Maybe I should go like aero.
Well, thank you so much
Power
for
maybe,
your time. Been
but
wonderful
as
to
you'll
get an
see,
insight
I
from
think
you and, of course, to
developing
see around the headquarters.
durability
Thank you for
would
today.
really
appreciate
much
it,
make
and thank
sense.
you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
And now we finally get into Team HQ, and we can do our preseason activities, balancing act, and that's just team balance. Pretty much same thing as last season.
This is
So
where you
yeah,
can view our current facilities and the
team
effects they are having on the business.
activities. No,
You can
there's
also invest some
and
of our
it looks
cash
like you
into
can autofill.
upgrades
I don't
for
think
these
that
facilities. It's
that was
important
there
to use the
last
time between
year.
races to the
It's
fullest
on
extent.
last year's game, so that
That's
could be
where these
another new feature.
activities come in.
I don't know. I might
Manage
just be dumb. Who
everyone's
knows?
time as efficiently as
But
possible
here,
to
we
maximize the
made a
team's
little bit extra
performance.
money, and if I remember correctly, trained the driver. But you guys don't need to see this stuff, and I did a bit of R&D research, so that I could get a little bit of a start on that research to finally push our way to the top of F1. Of course, we're going to be not very close to the top, except you'll see that I got pretty lucky, and I guess I lowered the setting down too much, thinking that would suck, especially with these new relegate. Especially with this new era of F1, I don't know how to say it, regulations. There it is, with the new regulations. So yeah, but anyways, here we are. Not much else to say except R&D research and stuff like that. But anyways, let's get on to the race. No time to waste. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here we are for the Bahrain Grand Prix in 2022. A brand new era Formula 1 is finally about to get underway in the under the night skies of Bahrain, in secure desert. But here are brand new regulations. Oh my god, I cannot say that word. Oh my god. But anyways, with Parc Fermé, we can't really do much anyways. But let's check the strategy. Here we are. Looks like a 1-stop or 2-stop. Personalized. Yeah, I don't think that changes anything except for our lap time. But yeah, so it looks like, yeah, I guess we should just stay like this. Yeah, okay. I guess I was trying out some strategies here. As you can see, trying to do like a soft, medium, soft for the 2-stop, but of course that didn't work. So anyways, we went with the 1-stop instead. Parc Fermé rules, of course. But here are immersive formation lap. Of course, the game now has immersive formation lap, which means that you have to park the car yourself. So that's going to be a new feature, and it's obviously going to be more immersive. That's why it's called immersive formation lap. But now with the formation lap, we of course got to warm up the tires. We got to do all the regular stuff. And I just changed settings a little bit, probably because, I don't know, something was off. I don't exactly remember, because I recorded these too long ago. It's like 2 days ago, but like, you know. Anyways, now that we are here, of course, the handling statistics or model does feel a lot different, of course, because of new regulations. I don't know why I did the team radio to my engineer. Don't know why. But anyways, behind Norris, we were going to try to get him on the jump, try to hold off Alonso. Has a lot of experience, of course. And then Esteban Ocon behind him, his teammate. And then Valtteri Bottas ahead of us in P7. So that's the drivers around us, as you can see on the formation ladder or leaderboard on the top left.
No rain expected.
9 out of 22 cars on the grid, as we are now finally getting through this. It's going to take a while because it's formation lap. We're not supposed to go fast anyways. Checking it. All green for tires, so that means we're fine for now. Hopefully we get a good getaway. Hopefully I don't get a bad start and suck at parking. Hopefully I don't mess that up, because that could be really bad. At least I would think so to mess that up. I don't know. But here we are finally on the last turn, and here we can see the immersiveness finally coming into play. 300 meters, 200, as we now go very fast down the grid. Now, not very far away, as you can see, that is our grid right there with the white arrow. There it is, as we stopped way too early. I don't know when it stops early, and then boom. Perfect parking.
Incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
But anyways, the grid has formed. Here we are. The 5 red lights are on for the Bahrain Grand Prix in 2022. It's the lights out and away we go. I don't think that was a very bad getaway, as we almost passed the... No, we did pass the McLaren of Lando Norris. Almost just squeezing Valtteri Bottas down to the... Squeezing Valtteri Bottas to the inside line as we go right around 3 abreast into turn 1 there, with the McLaren of Lando Norris and Valtteri Bottas, of course, fighting for that position. Up into P7, Norris ahead of now Valtteri Bottas. Hamilton is now behind George Russell, as the two Mercedes battle it ahead. Of course, we have no hope in fighting them, so I'm not even going to try. As Valtteri Bottas finally gets back past Lando Norris, as two Mercedes really going side by side through those corners. But now we are still ahead. Now we have gained 2 positions. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't know, I could be wrong. But anyways, 2 positions gained on the opening lap, with now the gap being 1.8 to to Valtteri Bottas as we slowly try to extend it with 0.3 now. I guess Valtteri Bottas is slowing down, but Valtteri Bottas is trying to try the outside. Of course, the faster Alfa Romeo, he can do that, but we just squeeze him out, leave him no space because we always had the corner. Now it looks like that is still us up in P7 plus 2 gained on the opening lap. The gap ahead now 1.7 seconds. You can see that pretty much the pace difference between us and the Mercedes ahead. But the Alfa Romeo, Valtteri Bottas and Lando are staying very, very close behind us. But this is about to get a lot more intense the next lap.
We've got a lot.
We are on lap 2 trying to hold off Valtteri Bottas as he gets past us, and it looks like Pierre Gasly is out of the session. And it looks like, as you can see on the bottom left of the map, there is a pileup behind us, me and Bottas. It looks like something has happened behind us, but for now we do not know. But the safety car is now deployed, but we have to obviously keep our delta, and it looks like 3 drivers have been disqualified. Wow, that is not very. Yep, 4 drivers is now out of the race. So one of them being a retirement from Pierre Gasly, 3 of them being from a disqualification by 3 drivers. Now, as it stands, we are P8. So behind Bottas and in front of Lando Norris, who's in front of Tsunoda. Of course, we have no real hope of getting anywhere up into the podium places because, of course, we're, you know, we don't have a very good car. So we're kind of lucky that happened, because then now we don't have to get absolutely pressured by these faster cars behind us, at least instantly. Let's hope none of our teammate made it through. I can't see it right now. But as of right now, we are staying behind Bottas, as now the field is now bunching up again behind the safety car. Well, that's pretty much it. So this is immersive, but let's see who's out of the race. And it looks like no. Okay, so our teammate is out. It looks like severe collision with Pierre Gasly. Oh, okay, so I guess our teammate hit Gasly, which then caused Latifi to hit into Stroll, because probably Stroll stopped, and then now the 4 drivers are out of the race because of those. Wow, okay, that incident took out 4 drivers on the 2nd lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix in the 2022 season. Has not been a very good start for our teammate in his debut season and debut race in F1. Has immediately, well, on lap 2, out of the race. So, not a very good showing by him today. But anyways, let's skip to the end of the safety car period, because nothing of course happens because of safety car. So it has taken us 2 laps for the safety car to finally come in. So that means the field has finally bunched up, as you can see right there in the back, and Alfa Romeo still not exactly caught up. Let's see if we can get Valtteri Bottas on this restart here. Don't know why I'm still in lean mixture. I guess I forgot to change it. But almost gliding into Valtteri Bottas, but getting ready to go, as now we're racing once again. Now we across the line, green flag, as they are almost side by side. But of course, Valtteri Bottas has a way better car because the Alfa Romeo is faster enough. But we send it down the inside. We almost get Hamilton, but of course we don't want to do that. Touched him. But Valtteri Bottas trying down the inside right there. George Russell and Hamilton are really 2nd ahead of us. Of course, the pace dominance is very, very visible here at Bahrain, of course, the opening season for our team. Valtteri Bottas and Lando Norris, as now our best bet is to just hold Valtteri Bottas behind until the pit stops, and hopefully just jump him on the pit stops. But the gap is closing and closing. Of course, Valtteri Bottas has a lot more experience and pace than us. The gap now growing smaller and smaller as we go into this next DRS zone, if the DRS is available. We of course don't. Using ERS to just barely stay ahead. Valtteri Bottas is looking around the outside. We leave him no space. We move over a little bit, but still doesn't have the pace to. As we go to the basic line, he tries down the inside, but it looks like he just doesn't have the pace, and it looks like we just stay ahead. But of course, it's not over yet, as we're ran wide there. Valtteri Bottas looking down the inside, but of course we immediately closed the door, and Valtteri Bottas had to brake very, very hard for that to not get into the back of us, and it looks like us keeping that position. We are on lap 13 of 29 as we now finally go into the pits, and it looks like we got exactly 80 kilometers per hour, which is this pit speed limit as of right now. But here it is, the new immersive pit stop. 3, 2, 1, and it looks like we get an optimal, which is very good. 2.2 to 2.5 second pit stop. That's not bad. At 2.4, and it's like, yes, we do get Daniel Ricciardo from the pit in front of me, so that means we get a jump on the McLarens, hopefully. A bit slow on releasing the pit limiter, as the tires are very, very cold and of course hard to control because of that. Lack of grip just almost sent me very, very wide there, so that means Daniel Ricciardo could get try to find a way to get past me, because I'm going to be very slow this lap as the tires are extremely cold. As you can see, I just went very, very wide there due to the fact that these tires are very cold. As you can see, Daniel Ricciardo has gained a massive amount of time behind us. Daniel Ricciardo was 1.8 behind us, now already 4 tenths behind us. Now 3 tenths as we go into this next DRS zone. As we go wide again, Daniel Ricciardo almost looking down the inside. Of course, due to the fact that our tires are frozen. Yeah, as you can see in the bottom right, as you can see, our tires are very cold. But it looks like we accidentally forced Daniel Ricciardo wide. Oh well. Hopefully he doesn't have damage, or that would be like a very, not a dirty way to defend.
Green flag.
Sorry, Daniel. But it looks like we keep the position as we ran wide again. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. I don't know what's going on. But Valtteri Bottas less than 2 seconds behind us. We are currently sat in P10. Of course, some of these drivers ahead of us have not pitted yet, so that's gonna be because they haven't pitted yet. So that's something we should look at ahead. Yes, as George Russell, Tsunoda is zone 2. You can see in the bottom left. There's also an Alpha. No, there's not Alpha. There's Alpine.
Gap to the car in
Alpine
front is
Esteban Ocon. It looks like Tsunoda and Esteban Ocon do get ahead of us, but George Russell taking an awfully long time in the pits. Yeah, he's still in the pits. That's a very, very slow pit stop from Mercedes. Maybe he has damage, who knows. As of right now, we are 17.
The underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
And as of right now, we are not going to catch up ahead, so let's get to what we do. We are a little bit after their lap 15, almost lap 16, as we go down the main track. As you can see, Valtteri Bottas is close behind us. Of course, the faster Alfa Romeo will probably be very close to us as we squeeze him down the inside. Valtteri Bottas almost a full car length ahead. He squeezes us wide. He gets the inside. He almost makes the move stick, but we're still there. And we have the better line, but Valtteri Bottas will have the better line here as we go side by side. Both of us not having DRS. Trying to squeeze him a little bit, but Valtteri Bottas does have the inside. Pushes me a little bit wide. Understandable, and Valtteri Bottas does get through. So that is Valtteri Bottas ahead of us. We tried to keep him behind, but couldn't, of course, keep him out. So he's fast. But anyways, here on lap 25 of 29, I forgot to record the video after lap 20 because apparently I forgot. I'm dumb. But here we are seeing the battle with me and Lando Norris for that P8 position as we send it down inside in turn 1. Get past Lando Norris there, just like that. But here comes Lando Norris back on us, as now we have DRS, but unfortunately McLaren much faster than us. As we go side by side into this turn right here, squeezing Lando to the inside, as we go swoop around the outside, not crossing the white line, and it's like we get past. But here on lap 27, as Lando Norris and Guan Yu Zhou and Alfa Romeo McLaren, as we have a fight down this straight over here, but we sweep around the outside and claim P8 in front of Lando Norris. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Sorry about not actually recording the last bit of the video. I completely forgot because I'm apparently stupid. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. It's free and it really helps me out. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy. This is Gaming Sign Off. I'll see you in a brand new video. Peace.